Welcome to Expert English Academy. In this video, I will share with you journey of Emma Watson learning English language. First, how Emma Watson learned English. Second, beautiful short story of Emma Watson. Third, daily routine of Emma Watson. Fourth, before learn English language, what was say Emma's relatives and friends about her? Fifth, after learn English language, what was say Emma's relatives and friends about her? My name is Emma Watson. I was born on a chilly November morning in the small village of Willowbrook. From a young age, I faced a unique challenge. I couldn't speak English. Despite living in a village where English was the predominant language, I was born deaf, and communication didn't come easy to me. But that didn't deter my spirit. I longed to learn the language that surrounded me, to break through the barrier of silence and connect with the world in a way that felt natural to others. One day, as I wandered through the cobblestone streets of Willowbrook, my eyes caught sight of a sign that filled me with hope, Expert English Academy. With a flutter of excitement in my heart, I stepped inside, ready to embark on a journey of discovery. Inside the academy, I was greeted by Sarah Alex, a kind and patient English language expert whose passion for teaching shone brightly in her eyes. Despite the initial language barrier, Sarah saw the determination in my gaze and welcomed me with open arms, promising to help me unlock the secrets of English. Day by day, I attended classes at the Expert English Academy, soaking up every lesson like a sponge. With Sarah's guidance and encouragement, I made steady progress, learning the nuances of grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. Each day brought new challenges, but I faced them with determination and resilience, knowing that with each hurdle overcome, I was one step closer to my goal. And then, after 20 days of hard work and dedication, something miraculous happened. I opened my mouth, and English words flowed effortlessly from my lips. The room fell silent as my classmates and Sarah watched in awe, their faces lit up with pride and joy. I had done it. I had become fluent in English. From that moment on, a whole new world opened up to me. Armed with the gift of language, I ventured beyond the borders of Willowbrook, exploring distant lands and immersing myself in new cultures and experiences. English became not just a means of communication, but a passport to adventure, a key to unlocking the boundless possibilities of the world around me. And so, the tale of Emma Watson, the girl who dared to dream and defied the odds, became a legend in the town of Willowbrook and beyond. My journey taught me that with perseverance and the guidance of a wise mentor like Sarah, anything is possible. And as I continue to explore the world and all its wonders, I carry with me the lessons I learned at the Expert English Academy, forever grateful for the gift of language that has enriched my life in ways I never thought possible. Once upon a time, nestled in the embrace of lush hills, majestic mountains, and glistening lakes, there lay a small and enchanting village. In this quaint village lived a young girl named Emma Watson. Despite the picturesque surroundings, Emma often felt a sense of loneliness that seemed to linger like a shadow. However, amidst her solitude, Emma found solace in two faithful companions, a fluffy cat named Whiskers and a vibrant bird named Aurora. They were her confidants, her partners in adventure, and her source of boundless joy. Each day, Emma would venture into the wilderness, exploring the verdant forests and crystal-clear streams, with Whiskers trotting by her side and Aurora soaring gracefully above. Together, they reveled in the beauty of nature, sharing in its wonders and secrets. One sunny afternoon, as Emma and her companions frolicked among the wildflowers, they stumbled upon a hidden pathway leading deep into the heart of the forest. Intrigued by the unknown, they embarked on their most daring adventure yet, their laughter echoing through the trees. As they journeyed deeper into the woods, the air grew heavy with an eerie silence, and the once vibrant foliage seemed to wilt beneath a shroud of darkness. Unbeknownst to them, they had trespassed into the domain of a restless spirit, a ghostly guardian of the forest. Suddenly, a chilling wind swept through the trees, and Emma felt a shiver run down her spine. Whiskers arched his back, his fur standing on end, while Aurora let out a melodious chirp of warning. But before they could retreat, a spectral figure materialized before them, its hollow eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. Emma's heart pounded with fear as she realized they had awakened a long-forgotten entity. With a menacing hiss, the ghostly apparition lunged towards them, its icy touch sending shivers down their spines. Desperate to protect her friends, Emma summoned all her courage and stood her ground, her eyes blazing with determination. In a daring move, she reached into her pocket and retrieved a small pendant, a precious heirloom passed down through generations of her family. With a whispered prayer, Emma held the pendant aloft, its radiant glow piercing through the darkness like a beacon of hope. To her amazement, the ghost recoiled at the sight of the ancient artifact, its spectral form flickering like a dying flame. Sensing an opportunity, Emma closed her eyes and uttered words of kindness, offering solace to the tormented spirit. Slowly, the air grew still, and the ghostly presence faded into the ether, leaving behind only a gentle whisper on the wind. Emma sighed with relief, her heart brimming with gratitude for her loyal companions and the strength they had shown in the face of adversity. As they emerged from the forest, bathed in the warm glow of the setting sun, Emma knew that their bond had been tested and forged anew. With Whiskers purring contentedly at her side and Aurora singing joyously overhead, she realized that true friendship was the greatest treasure of all, a light that could dispel even the darkest of shadows. And so, with hearts full of happiness and spirits lifted high, Emma and her beloved friends returned to their village, ready to face whatever adventures the future may hold, together, forevermore. My daily routine. After learn English language, I share with you something about my daily routine in English. My name is Emma Watson. I wake up early every morning to the gentle melody of birdsong filtering through my window. As the golden rays of the sun begin to peek over the horizon, I stretch and yawn, feeling refreshed and ready to start the day. After slipping out of bed, I make my way to the bathroom to begin my morning routine. I brush my teeth, splashing cool water on my face to wake myself up fully. Then, I head to the kitchen to prepare breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so I always make sure to fuel my body with nutritious foods. Today, I whip up a batch of fluffy pancakes topped with fresh berries and a drizzle of maple syrup. The aroma of cooking fills the air, making my stomach growl in anticipation. With breakfast ready, I sit down at the table to enjoy my meal. I savor each bite, relishing the burst of flavor in my mouth. Breakfast is not just about nourishing my body, but also about taking a moment to appreciate the simple joys of life. Once breakfast is finished, it's time to get ready for the day ahead. I shower and get dressed in comfortable yet stylish clothes, choosing an outfit that reflects my personality and makes me feel confident. With my morning routine complete, I gather my belongings and head out the door. I have a busy day ahead of me, filled with work, errands, and social engagements. First stop is my job at the local bookstore. As an avid reader and lover of literature, working at the bookstore is a dream come true for me. I spend the morning helping customers find the perfect book, recommending new releases, and organizing shelves. As lunchtime approaches, I take a break from work to grab a bite to eat. I head to a nearby cafe where I order a delicious salad and a cup of steaming hot tea. I take advantage of the quiet moment to catch up on some reading, losing myself in the pages of a captivating novel. After lunch, it's back to work at the bookstore. The afternoon passes quickly as I assist more customers and handle administrative tasks. Before I know it, the clock strikes 5, and it's time to close up shop for the day. With work behind me, I turn my attention to errands and chores. I stop by the grocery store to pick up some essentials, then swing by the dry cleaner to drop off a few items. I also take a quick trip to the post office to mail a package to a friend. As evening approaches, I return home to unwind and relax. I light some candles and put on some soothing music, creating a cozy atmosphere in which to decompress after a long day. For dinner, I prepare a simple yet satisfying meal of roasted vegetables and grilled chicken. I sit down at the table to enjoy my dinner, savoring each bite as I reflect on the events of the day. After dinner, I indulge in some self-care activities to pamper myself. I take a long, relaxing bath, complete with bubbles and essential oils. Then, I settle in with a cup of herbal tea and a good book, losing myself in the pages until it's time for bed. Before turning in for the night, I take a few moments to journal about my day, expressing gratitude for the blessings I've received and reflecting on any lessons learned. With a contented sigh, I climb into bed, feeling grateful for another day lived to the fullest. As I drift off to sleep, I look forward to the adventures that tomorrow will bring. Before learn English language, what was say Emma's relatives and friends about her? As she grew older, Emma's inability to speak English became a source of frustration and embarrassment. Her relatives and friends would often tease her, making jokes and laughing at her expense. They didn't understand the struggle she faced every day, trying to navigate a world where English was the key to communication. Emma longed to join in the laughter and banter, but instead, she found herself withdrawing into herself, feeling isolated and alone. She worried that she would never be able to overcome her language barrier and truly connect with those around her. The teasing and laughter from her relatives and friends only served to deepen Emma's sense of insecurity. She felt like an outsider in her own community, unable to fully participate in conversations or express herself freely. Despite the challenges she faced, Emma refused to give up hope. She knew that learning English would open doors to new opportunities and allow her to fully engage with the world around her. Determined to overcome her language barrier, Emma began seeking out resources to help her learn English. She enrolled in language classes, practiced speaking with tutors, and immersed herself in English books and movies. With each passing day, Emma's confidence grew as she made progress in her English studies. She no longer felt intimidated by the teasing and laughter of her relatives and friends. Instead, she saw it as motivation to keep pushing forward. Slowly but surely, Emma began to break down the barriers that had once held her back. She found herself speaking English more fluently, expressing herself with greater ease and confidence. As Emma's English skills improved, so did her relationships with her relatives and friends. They began to see her in a new light, admiring her determination and resilience in the face of adversity. No longer had the butt of jokes Emma become a source of inspiration to those around her. Her journey to learn English taught her the importance of perseverance and self-belief, and she was determined to help others facing similar challenges. In the end, Emma proved that with hard work and determination, anything is possible. She may have started her journey unable to speak English, but she ended it as a confident and empowered individual, ready to take on whatever challenges life threw her way. And as for her relatives and friends, they were the ones left speechless, in awe of Emma's incredible transformation. After learn English language, what would say Emma's relatives and friends about her? Emma Watson had always been a bright and determined young woman. From a young age, she had a passion for learning and a natural talent for languages. So, it came as no surprise to those who knew her when Emma became fluent in English at a young age. Her ability to speak English fluently opened up a world of opportunities for Emma. She could communicate effortlessly with people from all walks of life, whether it was chatting with friends, participating in class discussions, or engaging in conversations with strangers. Emma's relatives and friends, however, didn't share in her excitement. Instead, they seemed to be jealous of her newfound fluency in English. They made snide remarks and acted dismissive whenever Emma spoke in English, as if her success was somehow a threat to them. But Emma didn't let their jealousy dampen her spirits. On the contrary, she felt proud of her accomplishment and grateful for the doors that fluency in English had opened for her. She continued to pursue her passion for learning, immersing herself in English literature, movies, and music. She even started volunteering as a tutor to help others improve their English skills, eager to share her knowledge and enthusiasm for the language. As Emma's confidence grew, so did her circle of friends. She surrounded herself with people who celebrated her achievements and encouraged her to reach for the stars. Despite the jealousy from some of her relatives and friends, Emma remained focused on her goals. She knew that her ability to speak English fluently was a valuable asset that would serve her well in the future. And as she continued on her journey, Emma couldn't help but feel grateful for the opportunities that fluency in English had afforded her. She was excited to see where her newfound skills would take her next, confident in her ability to overcome any obstacle that came her way.